Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5 and it's time for a story time video. I just got finished filming a video about my knife experience at school, and I thought I would share a couple of funny stories from some of the things I did in high school, and how luckily for the school that I went to, it wasn't that big of a deal. But if I went to an inner city school, I probably would have been arrested or worse. So here we go. Freshman year of high school, I had a history teacher, and it was a world history class, and she said for a project that we had to make like a shield or a miniature castle or some kind of replica of something from the medieval times. And I said, well, can I make a replica of a cannon? And she said, yes. And I said, can it shoot? She said, yes. Just my kind of project. I just got finished watching the Mythbusters episode of the tree cannon, so I made myself a little log cannon. I got a pine tree log, and I made myself a stand for it. I drilled it out. I made a touch hole, and it was a very fun experience for me. I had some black powder laying around because I got black powder for Christmas, a couple Christmases. I don't know how the proper way to say that, but for some Christmases, I got black powder for Christmas because I was a pyromaniac. I was making bombs, fireworks, not in a bad way, but I wanted to be a pyrotechnician when I grew up, so I made stuff. And anyways, I had leftover black powder from that phase, and I took my cannon to the shooting range, put it up probably from that far away from the camera, just maybe a couple feet away from this paper target, because I didn't know if it was going to shoot or not or whatever. I didn't know what I was doing, and I kind of got my black powder, poured it down the barrel. I didn't even measure. I just did it by looks. I was like, is that enough? No, I think I put a little bit more. Then I primed the touch hole, and I stuck a fuse in it. And I don't know where the video to this was, but we videotaped it. And I lit it, and I ran as fast as I could. It boom. There was this big puff of smoke, and the cannon flipped and landed on its back. And we walked up to examine the outcome, and it shot a hole through my cardboard target and actually caught it on fire briefly. And I brought the video of me shooting it and the cannon back to school and showed it to my classmates and showed it to my teacher, and I made a 98 on it. I think she was just giving blanket grades or carpet grades, whatever you want to call them. She was giving everybody the same grade who actually participated, not because of the quality of their work. My brother actually made a crossbow out of wood and PVC pipe, and in class we shot the crossbow inside the classroom, and until this one kid, who we should have never have given the crossbow to, got a pencil and shot it, and it went past this one kid's head, hit a filing cabinet, and made a V shape around this kid's head, missed them twice, and then went to the other side of the room. After that, we had to stop shooting in the crossbow. Neither me or my brother got in trouble, and we made a good grade on our project, and it was fun. We enjoyed the class. Fast forward 3 years later. I was a freshman, now I'm a senior. I have the same teacher for my U.S. history class, but no, actually, it was my junior year. So yeah, it was my junior year. I had the same teacher for a U.S. history class, and it was right around the time everybody was getting their class rings. And I was sitting back with her. I was like, you know what? I don't really want a class ring. I said, I want a new gun. And it was right before the Christmas break, and she says, well, maybe you get it for Christmas. And you know what I did? I got my Bond Arms Derringer for Christmas. It's the only gun review I have on my channel. And I got it, and before we went back to school, after the break was over, I was wearing a leather jacket, and I stuffed the let's see. I stuffed the pamphlet, the little brochure that comes with the gun, inside my breast pocket of my leather jacket. And it was right before class started. I walked in there and I was like, her name was Miss Allen. I was like, Miss Allen, Miss Allen, Miss Allen, guess what? I got that gun I was telling you about. She goes, really good. And I said, yeah, do you want to see it? And I did this. I reached in my breast pocket and I knew what I was doing. I knew what it looked like. But I have a weird sense of humor. And she goes, oh my God, Austin, no, you didn't. And she was freaking out. And there was one other kid in that class who got there early and was sitting in his desk, and he was like shaking in his desk. I'm lucky he didn't tackle me, but they both were convinced that I brought a gun to school. And then when I pulled out the pamphlet, she was like, oh, thank God. And I said, what do you think I was going to do? I was just showing you a picture of the gun, and she knew that I knew what I was doing. And I would like to say thank you to Miss Allen, because if I did that at any other school, I would have been expelled. So I tried doing this with my math teacher, who I was good friends with. We hung out during lunch. I went to a place with shotguns. I was going to buy a gun from him, but I decided against it at the last moment. And we both locked knives. He locked case knives and some of the older style knives. I was into the tactical knives, but we still had a lot in common. And I went up to him and I was like, hey, guess what? I got a new gun. Do you want to see it? And I did the same thing with him. And he goes, boy, I know you didn't bring a gun to school. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Here's the pamphlet. So it's funny, he knew me a little bit better. But Miss Allen, she knew that I brought the cannon to school. And my brother brought the crossbow to school, so she knew there was some potential there for me actually bringing it. And so that's it. That's my story. I kind of have a weird sense of humor, and luckily I didn't get in trouble for it. I mean, I could have gotten into some deep trouble for doing that, but luckily I didn't. I'm Satsu5, and I'm out.